You know that developing online courses and products is the way to go, but you have no clue A. What products to develop, B. What technology to use. You are scared of the word technology. C. How to maintain personal connection with your customer. You thrive on it, but the online environment seems so distant and impersonal. D. How to market your products. You're just not a salesperson. If you answered yes to at least one of these options, you gotta stay tuned to listen to my 7-step system that I developed for creating killer online products and courses. Hello and welcome to Hot Topics Wednesdays, the place to be if you want to get practical, research-based strategies on how to transcend distances through developing online training courses and products that boost connection, engagement, and enjoyment online. Today, we will talk about a 7-step system that I created for developing killer online products and courses, which answer 7 questions. Step number 1. Why? Create your purpose and set your intention. Would your customer tattoo your logo on their head? Why do you think they do this? Is it because Harley-Davidson is the best motorcycle in the universe? Not really. It's because the customers identify themselves with the company's purpose. They are 100% Americans and they live to ride and ride to live. Here's me with an author of Start With Why, Simon Sinek, who believes that any company needs to have a bigger purpose. Start with why, with a cause, and then get your products aligned with the cause. According to Simon, why makes a company feel good or not so right to your buyer. We get good and bad feelings about a company as we have good and bad feelings about people. So, identify your company's purpose. Why does your company exist? The same applies to your online products and courses. Wrap it in the why, in the bigger goal, and then see how much more attractive it becomes. For example, in my Teach and Prosper Bootcamp, I don't just teach people how to develop online products. I teach them how to create connection, freedom, and wealth through developing online courses. Step number 2, who? Know thou customer. Very often when people start a business, they feel that they need to create very general products so they can attract more customers. Well, this is called operating from the scarcity mentality. In the example above, Harley-Davidson is not for everyone. Actually, it has a very limited targeted audience. Few of you know that I used to have a knitting business and I made really cool clothes, here are some of them, and tried to sell them to the local boutiques. In the beginning, I tried to have a variety of items for any age, any size, any taste, but no stores would buy them. Once I figured out and had a portrait of my customer, I started selling my items in local boutiques and actually even got a show in a super fashion-forward restaurant, Folia, with my collection, Mother Russia. Step number 3, how much? Naming and positioning your product. Once you identify your customer, you need to think of what type of product and what price range would be appealing for your customer. And then create a name and position it in the niche so it matches your customer's needs. Now, naming your product is very important and it is a very difficult process. A quick trick on how to name your product. The name needs to be simple, easy to remember, and have the keywords that your customer is searching for. For example, this is a bestseller by George Cruz, and it's called The Belly Fat Cure. It's an excellent title because it's simple, short and sweet, it's easy to remember, and it contains the keywords that the customer is looking for, and it also promises the solution to the need. So try to think, how would you position and name your product? Step number 4, what? Design it. So what type of product is it going to be? A set of downloadable PDFs, a video series, or maybe a course? Most of products are built around giving tons of information, yet they don't provide any practical skills that solve customers' needs. I believe that nobody needs to pay for information in this day and age. I personally give most of the information, all of the information for free. And what I do charge money for in my business is for training my customers on how to develop the skills that they can take and be without me and apply it to the business over and over and over. And that requires a lot of my personal attention, and that's why I charge money for that. So you need to think how to design your product. You need to apply a backward curriculum design, which means that you start with the outcomes. Think, what skills does your customer need to develop in order to resolve their need, their frustration. Then you come up with assessments, meaning how will you and your customer know and measure their progress in your course or in your product. 3, only then apply and find the materials to support your outcomes. Step number 5, how? How will you connect and engage with your customer? No matter what type of product you create, you need to build in connection and customization in it in order for it to be very beneficial for others. So think, how would you build connection in your webinar, in your PDF series, or in your online course? Step number 6, which platform for your product do you need to use? Different products require different types of technology to support it. Remember, technology should not be driving your product. It is there to support it, to help you. So you need to create a list of different types of technological platforms and weigh the pros and cons. You also need to identify a step-by-step process for your customer of what happens from the very point of them to first meeting you or seeing your product online to their exiting stage. Step number 7, where? Where will you market your product? My friend Delano Harris always says, selling is like dating. You don't start a date with how good you are and how much you have. You need to build the foundation, the relationships. So the same thing with your customer. You need to build the relationship, and then your marketing initiatives are going to be much easier. You can't start a relationship with your customer by convincing them of the benefits of your product. So think, how would you build this relationship through social media or maybe through some other platform? How do you attract new customers while keep your existing customers interested? In our bootcamp, I provide the entire a step-by-step launch formula for your online products and courses. By the way, it's not enough to get the information. It's important to act upon it. We'll go through all of these points that I just identified and much more in my course, Teach and Prosper Bootcamp, that starts February 4th. The registration is still open, so make sure you check the link below. I will help you answer your audience's needs and create the purpose of your product. I will also help you create an attractive offers. We're going to come up with the name and the positioning of your product. We're going to design the blueprint and know how to market it. And you will also get a personal guidance from me, as well as from the community of the like-minded individuals. So check the link below. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, please click like and share it with others, and connect with me on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And if you're not on my list yet, come on over so you can get weekly free updates and also some special reports that I share only with my subscribers. And have a wonderful day. Let's conquer and transcend distances together.